You look at something like this and think, wow, this is pretty cool. Rugged, aggressive 4x4 Ford Bronco Raptor. I need this. But then you might immediately think, wait a minute, can you even daily drive this thing? It's so massive, so wide, the wheels stick out so far. There's so much space here, I could stick my head right through it. In this video, I'll answer important questions like how do you even park this thing? What is it like driving over curbs? And just how many grab bars can one vehicle have? As you can see, the Bronco Raptor is pretty high off the ground, but also you can move your seat up pretty high as well. And now you'll feel like you're sitting on top of the Bronco. The sun visors on this Bronco are massive. Tired of looking out of the front window? Easy. Yeah, it's a little too big, but it can definitely block the sun. The visors are a little too big, but the side view mirrors are a little too small. With something as big as this thing, the bigger the mirrors, the better. If you're gonna make this thing your daily driver, there is one thing you should be aware of. The huge spare tire might look really cool with this brake light above it, but look what it does to your rear view mirror. You can't see anything. Does all this mean that you can't really daily drive this? Not really. Assuming you don't use the sun visors, you can actually see out the front pretty well. Pretty good visibility overall. When you first get into the Bronco Raptor, you might be looking around for window switches on the door panel, adjusting the mirror, but they're nowhere to be found. So after doing some Googling, you'll realize that they're located in the center console area, not just for the window switches, but also for the mirrors. It's actually a bit awkward to use that, especially because we're all used to having this in the door panel. Another one of those quirks of the Bronco. Ford also gives you a nice camera view which you'll need. This overhead view is really useful, especially when you're trying to park. This Raptor is too wide, so the camera helps you make sure you're fitting between the lines. It might take you a couple of tries though. Hard to nail this in one go. The cameras are definitely very helpful when parking. This tiny little camera is what's so useful in maneuvering this enormous truck. Can't see where you're going? Not a problem. Use the cameras. Don't you love technology? You know the benefit of all of this space in the wheel well? Incredible turning radius. This might be huge and wide, but the turns it can take, mind-blowing. Sometimes in life you have obstacles in front of you. With the Bronco Raptor, you have something in front of you like this curb, you just run right over it. Doesn't that make this a daily driver worth owning? Obviously, the Bronco Raptor can do a lot more than hopping curbs, but nice feature to have, isn't it? And if you're wondering about gas mileage on this daily driver, sorry to say, not great. The cool thing about this Bronco Raptor is that all the roof panels come off, so if you have some extreme road rage, just stand up and shake your fist. Isn't this the ultimate way to showcase some road rage? Everything comes off of the Bronco. This is so configurable and customizable. If you're gonna go off-roading in this a lot, you're gonna need grab bars, and there's plenty of them in this Bronco. One here, here, and then 3 in the front. There is a downside to having the entire roof come off, and that's wind noise. You hear a lot of wind rush noises as you're driving, high speeds, low speeds, and that's because all the roof panels come off. And so that's something you just need to get used to as a daily driver, that you're gonna hear a lot of that noise. But what you won't hear is tire noise. Even with those huge tires on this Bronco Raptor, you don't really hear it as you're driving around. So really it's just the wind noise, because everything else about the driving experience is totally fine. It's got really good pickup, 418 horsepower, merging on the freeways, driving in traffic, not a problem whatsoever. Remember the mirrors I was telling you about, the smallish dimensions, and also the rear view mirror? Just don't expect to be able to see anything out of your rear window because of this huge tire blocking your view, but you can get used to it, and also your side view mirrors. What you will find yourself doing a lot early on is checking both of your mirrors to make sure you're staying within your lane. The Raptor is so wide that it doesn't give you a lot of room for error. And because you're sitting up so high, it's hard to gauge exactly how close you are to the car next to you. Doze off for 1 second and that's an accident waiting to happen. But just keep checking, be mindful, and pretty soon it'll become second nature. So can this big beast be a good daily driver? Absolutely yes. This is one of the coolest SUVs you can buy that can run over anything and still be really comfortable. Once you get used to the big dimensions of this Bronco Raptor, this is a daily driver that you can have a lot of fun with.